Good day, ma'am. I am Sarah Ambolato, and for today, I will be discussing about the data privacy and consent by Fred Cate in TED Talks. So his discussion is further grounded on the notion that online or data privacy is no longer safe and secure online. Of course, when we talk about data, these are data that we share online, they gather online, and people see through us because we consciously or unconsciously uh, give information about us, about people, and anything, just like posting pictures, posting posts, what else? Your opinions, and so on and so forth. They could use that against us. But then, here in data privacy, we have to realize that privacy is a fundamental human right that has gained influence, that has gained prominence, of course, and significance in the digital age and across the world. So, with privacy, there are of course a lot of applications like Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat that could gather our information online, and so it could drive people to also access this information, and it's either to use this to protect, of course, by seeing this, or use this against us. And according to New York Times in 2017, there were about 50 million data online transactions that happened back then. So imagine if what is the percentage right now, because throughout or every year it is evolving, and imagine the data that could be released if we are not very careful enough in our data privacy and consent. And so according to, of course, here in the Philippines, we have Data Privacy Act, or of course what we call here the Republic Act number 10713, and it integrates the National Privacy Commission, wherein they ensure and enact uh, privacy matters, so they could protect our personal information, be it in government or public or private sector. And so here in data privacy, they also give guidelines for us on how to use data privacy and with consent. And here we have actually main provisions under this. We have five: the data breaches, the electronic discovery, the consumer profiling, the workplace monitoring, and of course the advanced surveillance technology. Here in data breaches, this is one of the common ways that our information could be compromised online. This could lead to potential misuse. They could breach our data and use this for identity theft and so on. And for number two, we have electronic discovery. These can be used for investigation when our online information could be, or when we uh, sense that our personal informations are in danger or in a potential threat against hackers or black hat crackers. We need to say these are the malicious hacking. And of course, we are not sure if these people are also that uh, are, investigating. They could actually also access your information. So there is actually an imbalance here, kind of form and kind of thing. We also have the consumer profiling. When we talk about consumer profiling, they could know your demographic. We need to say who you are, who we are. They could use geographic, where we are or where we live. They could actually use psychographics, meaning to say who or what are we do, what or why are we doing things, and of course the behavior. When are we doing things? They could track all of that. They could use our profile, and of course for that that could, or we could infer here the consumer, meaning to say if they could use these informations for to influence what we buy online or what we seek online. Also, we have workplace monitoring. This is used for observing and tracking employees. We need to say if you are doing great, if you're doing bad, or if they could use that or all your information against you online, or they can monitor you. That is the bad side of this. And the last one would be advanced surveillance technology. These are CCTVs, biometrics, what else? Motion integrators. These are could fall under advanced surveillance technology, and it could actually be used by government and corporations if they want to access our personal information. And the challenges of Data Privacy Act in the Philippines is that 80% of people said that personal unauthorized access of our personal informations are one of the driving forces that could challenge the Data Privacy Act, and how these consents could be the downfall sometimes, because here the a lot of, if we notice that there are consent when we upload our, or when we update our phone, when we use apps, they use consent. But then the effectiveness of Data Privacy Act is that it ensures, just like what I've said earlier, it ensures our privacy, and it addresses privacy concerns as well, and it could give us guidelines for what we could do and what we could share online. But according to Fred Kate, he emphasized that consent shouldn't be what we imply or what we impose in society. It should be stewardship. When we talk about stewardship, it's not about us. It's not about our responsibility, because when we are giving our information about updating apps or so on, we are entrusting our information to the app, to the application, to the software. And so they should be the steward of our information, and not that they gather our consent, so that we take responsibility. Because yes, we have responsibility, but they also have responsibility in protecting our personal information. So it actually matters, because it's not about also us, it's not about our decision, it's also about their responsibility as a uh, gather, as they gather our information and collect them. And so that is also my takeaway, and I believe that they should be responsible for our information, not just us, as stewardship of our personal information. Thank you, ma'am.